Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central.
Hello fellow Inspirers, it's your girl Monica, the Chief Inspirer herself. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. I'll be talking about how to build a good reputation. What is a reputation? A reputation is what people say about you. A reputation is who people think you are. A reputation is what you are known for. What's the essence of having a reputation? The essence of having a reputation is that people can label you as something, good or bad. People can understand you and categorize you. I know we don't like being categorized, but then again, what if you're categorized as good? What if you're categorized as a genius? What if you're categorized as the best at what you do? So, I will be giving you several tips on how to build a reputation. The first tip on how to build a reputation is to be a master of your crafts. What is your craft? Your craft is anything that you do. It doesn't really have to do with using your hands, crafting things. No, not necessarily. Your craft is what you do. For instance, I'm speaking to you now on YouTube. That's my craft. Actually, it's one of my many crafts. But then it's a craft. That's something for which you can know me. That's something for which you know me. That's something you can say, okay, Monica does. She is a public speaker. She is a presenter. She is a host. That's what she does. She is a communicator. That is what you know me for. So that is one way to build a reputation. Be known for something. Hone your craft. Have something that you do that people can pinpoint and say, this is something we know her for. This is a category we can place her in. For instance, you cannot see me and say that I know how to draw. Because you've never seen me draw. You don't know if I know how to draw. Until I come out and tell you I know how to draw, or you see me drawing, that's when you can categorically say, specifically say, definitely say that I know how to draw. So be known for something, have a craft, be good at it. Oh yeah, it's not just having a craft. It is being good at what you do. So do something and be good at what you do. That is the first way to build a reputation. The second way to build a good reputation is to be honest. Honesty, they say, is the best policy. That is sounding like an old adage, right? Even though it's an old adage, it is still very true. It stands true today. Honesty is the best policy. The irony about honesty is that even dishonest people are happy when you're honest with them. Dishonest people like people to be honest, to be straightforward, to be true with them. So honesty still pays even in this millennium, even in this day of social media, even in this day of people trying to shortchange others, even in this day of people trying to cut corners. People still value honest people and their honesty. So be honest. Be somebody that people can trust. Be somebody that people can rely on. Be somebody that people can believe. Even if they did not see the person doing something, they can believe you, they can trust you, they can rely on you because of your antecedents, because you have done it before, because they could trust you with something in the past, so they can trust you even now with stuff, with things, with their secrets, with whatever it is, with a job. So be honest, say the truth, be truthful, say it as it is, be very true. Be very honest. Be honest not just in what you say, but in your dealings, how you interact with people, how you do business with people. Don't shortchange people. Don't take what's not yours. Don't lie to people. Be honest. Let your word be your bond. Let your yes be yes and your no, no, so that people can trust you. So that when you talk, people don't just say, oh, That's a fabulo. Don't trust her, she's telling a lie. No, be honest, be straightforward, be truthful so that people can trust you. And when you say something, they don't start to take it with a pinch of salt. They don't have to say, is she lying? Is she telling the truth? Is this how it really happened? Was that how it didn't happen? Once you say something, they will take it at face value because you have been known to be honest. So if you want to build a good reputation, start with being honest. Begin with being honest and keep being honest. Be honest in order for you to sustain your good reputation. The third way to build a good reputation is to deliver on your promises. When you make a promise, deliver. When you make a promise, fulfill your words, fulfill your promise. If you tell someone you're going to do something for them, do it. If you tell someone you're going to be at a certain place at a certain time, be there at that time. People want to believe you. People want to trust you. And the only way they can trust you is for you to do what you say you will do, go where you say you will go, be where you say you will be at that specific time. Deliver on your promise. Don't make promises that you cannot keep. If you know that it's going to be difficult for you to fulfill on a promise, don't make the promise in the first place. Always think through, always imagine, always look at all that it takes for you to fulfill the promise. And ask yourself, will I be able to fulfill this promise, or am I going to break my promise? Am I going to break my word, or am I going to keep my word? If it is something that is difficult for you to do, I recommend that you tell the person you will try, you will do your best, you will see what you can do. Don't give a solid yes. Maybe is also an answer, you know. Maybe, let's see how it goes. Give it time, ask me again. Let us see if things will align and I can give you what you're asking. But don't give a definite yes, I will. Of course I will do that. Yes, I will be there. I promise you. When you're not sure. Not just that you're not sure, or you don't even intend to keep the promise in the first place. When you lose your word, you also lose credibility and trust in the sight of people. If people cannot trust you on what you say, they will not trust you on what you do. They will not trust you on anything. If you tell people that you're going to be there at 3 o'clock and you don't show up at all, or you show up 1 hour late without even giving them a call or sending a message to say, something came up, I'm sorry, I will not be able to make it there at 3. Please hold on, please be patient, I'm so sorry, I'll be there as soon as I can. Then they start to lose trust in you. You start to lose credibility. Credibility is a great asset. It is something that once you have lost it, you will not be able to get it back. You cannot get back credibility once you have lost it. If you lose trust, if people lose faith in you, you cannot get it back. It is hard for people to give you trust after you have lost it. It is very difficult. So you must ensure that you do not lose people's trust in the first place. You must ensure that you do not lose your credibility, because it will be difficult for you to regain. It will be difficult for you to build. It will be difficult for you to get back. So, if you say something, stick to what you say. If you say it's a particular time, stick to that time. If you say it's something you will give to someone, give that person that thing. Don't change it along the way. Don't say, okay, I got you something cheaper. No. If you say it is this specific thing, give that specific thing. Don't go breaking your word. Don't go breaking your promises. Fulfill. Carry out that thing you said you would do. Do what you said you would do. And you will build and sustain a good reputation. The fourth way to build a good reputation is for you to watch what you say. What you say tells people who you are. It tells people what you're thinking. It tells people about your mindset and your worldview. It tells people if they can trust you or not. If you're always telling lies, if you're always giving fables, if you're always fabricating stories about people, about events, about places, things that didn't happen, you will lose people's trust. In the beginning, they will be amazed at what you're saying until you tell that story over and over again and you start to embellish it. And then they discover that you're an embellisher. All you do is make up things that didn't happen. All you do is tell lies. All you do is paint things the way they did not happen. And once people discover that you're an embellisher, they may let you entertain them with your stories. They may just use your stories to pass time, but they will not believe a word that you say. They will take everything that you say with a pinch of salt. And even when you happen to be telling the truth, they will not believe it, because they have known you to be an embellisher. They have known you to be a liar. They have known you to be somebody who fabricates stories. They have known you to be a rumor peddler, so they will not believe you. So what you say tells a lot about who you are. It tells people if you're credible. It tells people if you're honest. It tells people about whether you give a true description of things, of people, of events. It tells people what kind of person you are. It tells people whether you are informed or you are highly uninformed. It says a whole lot about you. So before you speak, you have to think, what image am I going to portray? How do my words convey what I'm thinking? How do I look when I say this thing? If I use these words, how do I look? If I say this thing, how do I look? If I don't say this thing, how do I look? So your words say a lot about you. They say a lot about what you're thinking. They say a lot about your experiences. They say a lot about whether you can be trusted or not. They tell people who you are and what your values are. So you must be careful what you say. You don't have to say everything that comes to your mind. You must carefully think about things that come to your mind and decide whether they are best spoken or best left unspoken. Don't say everything that comes to mind. Don't say everything that you feel. Be careful with what you say, because once you say something, you cannot take it back. There are no backseas. There are no shipping back of your words once they are out of your mouth. So make sure that the words that come out of your mouth will put you in a good light. Make sure that what you say will not diminish your reputation or your value or your image in the eyes of people. Watch what you say. Be careful of what you say. And remember that once you have spoken something, you cannot take it back. Remember that people cannot unhear what they have heard you say. Remember that you can be quoted. Remember that they can say that you said, because you did say something. So make sure that the words that you speak will put you in a good light. Make sure that the words you speak will help you build and sustain a good reputation. The fifth tip on how to build a good reputation is for you to watch the company you keep. Have you heard the saying, show me your friends and I will tell you who you are? If you've never, you should take note of that saying. The people that you hang out with, the people that you surround yourself with, those that are in your circle, those you spend time with, influence the way people look at you. They influence what people call you. They influence what people label you and what people tag you as. If you're working with people who drink and smoke, even if you yourself don't drink and smoke, people will label you as someone who drinks and smokes. Why would you work with people whose values do not align with yours? Why would you be different? Why would you be the odd man out in a circle? It doesn't make sense to people on the surface. And you should have that in mind. People will categorize you whatever category they place your friends in. If you work with people who are wealthy, who are doing well, even if you yourself are up and coming, people would assume that you yourself are established. They would assume that you know what you're doing. They would assume that you're already successful. So it's the same thing. Whatever it is that your friends are labeled, that's what you'll be labeled. That's what you'll be called. People will assume, people will conclude, people will just believe that you are what your friends are, good or bad. Whatever company you keep reflects on you as well. It reflects on your image, it reflects on your brand, it reflects on your reputation. So if you want to have a good reputation, work with people who also have a good reputation. Be in the company of people who have a good reputation so that their reputation can rub off on you and you can be categorized as someone who also has a good reputation. So those are the 5 tips I have for you today on how to build a good reputation. I have more tips on my blog post. You can click the link below and read it. Drop your comments on the blog. Also drop your comments here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please support me by subscribing to this channel, and also don't forget to click the notification button so you will know as soon as I update. Don't forget to like and share my videos with family, with friends, with neighbors, with everyone that you know. I'll be signing out now. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.
Inspira Central. Inspira Central.